Hello, my name is Katarina Peterson, and I am the current sheriff of the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. I am currently here to discuss employment opportunities with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office, including civilian roles and applications, along with all of the different type of divisions and duties that the Sheriff's Office covers in the Blaine County area. Let us begin. For starters, I have access to example of one vehicle from each division that we have. However, there is multiple vehicles for every division we have, so keep that in mind. We're going to start over here with this Charger. This Charger is our patrol unit. Now, patrol deputies or deputies that are typically doing patrol duties are the most common officer you're going to find in Blaine County and the most common you're going to see. We are always wanting more deputies to apply and to become a part of the Blaine County family here. All you need to do is apply, which is simply asking a higher up to join the department. You will immediately given the role of probationary deputy. At that point, you will go through a short training with a few supervisors, and once that is complete, you will go on a ride-along process. Depending on how well you go in the training, and the ride-along process is depending on how long you keep the probationary deputy role and how fast you get to a promotion. However, efforts and doing your job correctly will be rewarded with high promotions quicker and faster, giving you access to vehicles such as this Charger, which are reserved for corporals at the time of this recording. But the vehicle structure is extremely flexible, and we have access to 36 different vehicles, which are all in the vehicle structure and very flexible even to the lowest ranking units of the department. With this being said, patrol units are the common units that are carrying a gun, doing traffic stops, other patrol duties like responding to non-emergency and emergency response calls, and patrolling the average streets of Blaine County. Next on our list is the other side of the spectrum. The other side of the spectrum is our Civilian Observer Patrol. Civilian Observer Patrol are a civilian department. Yes, you heard me right, civilian department. The main difference with this department is they do not carry firearms, but they are allowed to carry tasers, batons, and other non-lethal equipment to be used in circumstances where they believe their life is threatened or to assist normal law enforcement deputies with processing arrests and others. As the title does state, civilian employees are not armed and are more of an observer. They will often be tasked with doing more duties such as traffic control and lighter duties. They are able to do other minor duties such as traffic stops with the assistance of a patrol deputy in the area and available. These vehicles are white, and there is two versions at the moment. There is this lovely believe this is I'm blanking on the name, but it's a expedition. It's an expedition, and we also have an F-250, which is a two-door, which you will have access to if you are a civilian observer patrol or a civilian deputy at this rate. Civilian employees do have access to other types of jobs, not just a civilian observer patrol, but they can also be, if we run over here, a corrections officer. Corrections officers in the Department of Corrections for San Andreas, BCSO division, can be full-fledged deputies that carry firearms and can be non-fledged deputies such as civilian observer patrol deputies that are a part of the corrections division. Either version will be driving a vehicle such as this 2006 Tahoe here. We also have a transport van and a Taurus is in the works. These vehicles are used primarily to patrol and regulate the prison. You will be primarily near the prison and the Davis Sheriff Station where the county jail is. You'll primarily be transporting prisoners. However, armed deputies that are under the Corrections Division will not enter the prison with their firearm. They will typically be on the exterior, while the non-armed deputies, such as the civilian officers, will typically be used to go inside of the prison and patrol inside of the prison grounds itself, such as the yard and other areas of this grand facility. Corrections is definitely a very good opportunity to get your feet wet. If you're not sure if you want to be a full-fledged deputy or have what it takes, you can go to a civilian position and even become a corrections officer, which gives you even more duties than the civilian observer patrol would be able to. Civilian service deputies do have access to both of those positions automatically and are trained accordingly. Now let's get into some of the positions that a normal deputy, the deputy that typically drives a patrol car, can have access to. Now, the normal deputy can have access to several different divisions, but one of the more popular ones is K9. K9, you have access to a dog, and we do have a K9 script. This is the K9 patrol vehicle. It is a 2015 Tahoe, slightly outside of the pack, and we call it the Christmas tree because, well, it's a Christmas tree. It has a lot of lights. This Tahoe was designed to carry only the K9 dog. However, you can still transport in the front seat if absolutely necessary in emergency situations. K9 officers have a slightly different uniform than the standard patrol uniform, and I will go over the uniforms at the end of the video. This is Speed Unit. Speed Unit has access to several important and luxury vehicles that go high rates of speed. Speed Unit is used to catch up to people that, well, a normal patrol unit doesn't have the power nor the speed to do so. Typically used for pursuit traffic or for high-risk escorts. These speed units are designed and are one of the more luxury items of the department. And again, is one of the more common divisions that normal patrol units will give access to. However, be warned, if you mess up in Speed Unit, which is a regular training process, and you crash one of these luxury vehicles, there will probably be more higher consequences than you crashing a patrol vehicle. But this is one of several Speed Unit vehicles. We have marked, unmarked, and ghosted versions of this vehicle. And we have a ghosted version of the K9 vehicle as well, used by command staff. Another amazing part and division of the department is investigations, also recently renamed to Criminal Investigation Unit, or CIU. The Criminal Investigation Unit investigates any type of crime in the Blaine County area, depending from low-ranking crimes, from a shoplifting, to a high-ranking crime like a murder. Anything that doesn't violate or isn't in federal jurisdiction is under the jurisdiction of a detective under investigations. You'll have access to a ghosted version of any car in our fleet, which will look like this. These cars are unique in their own statute, and the reason they are ghosted is so in emergency situations, and if absolutely necessary, an investigations officer can initiate a traffic stop at any given point. However, most of these divisions, you will not be initiating traffic stop as your main things, with the Speed Unit and K9 being the main exceptions, where they will typically be doing mostly traffic stops or assisting with traffic stops, such as finding drugs and stuff for K9. Another division of our fine sheriff's department here have access to vehicles is wildlife. Wildlife, also known as game warden, is our more rural fish and game operating officers that handle more crimes with hunting, fishing, and other various wildlife